I remember early on in my journey attending a science conference on Angelman syndrome, and there was a panel discussion, and somebody in the audience had asked if we could start thinking about treating Angelman syndrome at its root cause by either replacing the missing or mutated maternal copy of the UBE3A gene, or by activating the normally silent paternal copy of that gene. And the answer from one of the scientists on the panel was, it was a laugh followed by, absolutely not, unless we start thinking about doing whole brain transplants.
Gene therapy is a concept that has been around for over 3 decades, but really more recently there has been enough evolution of the science for us to consider this a potential therapeutic approach that's really meant to treat patients that have single gene defects. And the concept is to deliver into the patient's cells a normal version of a gene that otherwise is defective or non-functional. So to a certain extent, gene therapy is the ultimate drug for a patient with a monogenic single gene defect, such as Angelman syndrome. And in this case, what we would envision is to develop an approach to deliver the normal version of the gene that's otherwise mutated into certain cells of the brain to restore that function, prevent any further loss of function, and possibly allow the patients to regain certain functions.
Research in our lab shows that we can reactivate the silent paternal UB3A gene in the brain with something called an antisense oligonucleotide, which is also commonly referred to as an ASO. An ASO is essentially a synthetic piece of DNA and RNA. We designed ASOs to stop expression of the UB3A antisense transcript. We know this approach works in the lab, and we're optimistic it will be developed into a viable therapy to treat symptoms associated with Angelman syndrome in the near future.
We didn't start the FAST organization to fund scientific research. Our mission was much bolder, our vision was much clearer. We started FAST to cure Angelman syndrome, and we will not stop until we develop effective therapeutics for every single individual that has this disorder, regardless of their age or their genotype. We will keep working and keep fighting every single day until we make a difference in each individual's life.
FAST has invested in multiple gene therapy strategies, and last year we launched our own company called Genetics Biotherapeutics. We did this in order to develop one of our most promising in-house programs called an antisense oligonucleotide, and this program we have been funding since 2012.
FAST has certainly changed the landscape of both scientific investigation into novel therapeutics, but also the development of existing approaches. But I think what supporters of FAST need to understand is that FAST has been addressing the needs, the requirements, the constraints of moving these scientific investigation to clinical trial for a number of years. The development of new animal models, the identification of FDA-required biomarkers, the refinement of existing therapeutic approaches, and not only that, the development of new outcome measures are all essential for clinical trials to be successful. These are now a reality. We don't have to wait 2 or 3 years for these things to be developed. FAST has already taken care of those things. So I think that FAST has certainly lived up to their name and their commitment to accelerate the ability for all of us, scientists and clinicians, to deliver a cure for AS as quickly as possible.
I think that it would be hard to understate the change that FAST has brought about in the course of this disease. Starting out with a group of concerned parents of affected children who have their hands very full with that alone. They've been able to put together an organization that was able to raise millions of dollars of research for Angelman syndrome. And everything that they've done has been directed towards finding a cure and finding treatments for Angelman syndrome. And today, there's more hope in the community and more chances for treatments of Angelman syndrome than ever before. So I think it would not be unreasonable to say that FAST has really changed the history of this disease.
If a parent had called me 20 years ago, I would have try to ask myself how I can compassionately explain to them the seriousness of the diagnosis and yet leave them with hope. But in fact, definitive treatment was nowhere to be seen 20 years ago. But today it's very different. As I've already said, there are multiple avenues suggesting that a definitive treatment or cure might be possible in the very near future.
I've been working with FAST for a little over a year, and it's been an incredible delight. There are certain aspects of this community that you may take for granted, but really position you very well to lead towards the development of treatments. First of all, it's not a particularly political organization, that people stay focused on the goal at hand. Decision making is simple, that when a decision has to be made, I call Paul and Allison and they figure out how to get us an answer. It's also a very entrepreneurial group. They're not necessarily fixated on the way that things used to be done and very much looking to the future for the way in which things can be done. And the passion is palpable. I mean, I can't wait for the next Gala event. It is an event unlike anything that I have ever really participated in the Science Day. But the passion really drives the agenda. But at the end of the day, decisions are made based on science. And if FAST can continue down that path, I really look forward to tremendous progress over the near future to achieve the goal of treatments and potentially even cure.
We know what our caregivers need, and we know what our children want. We know this because we are parents. We're parents to these amazing children. At FAST, we are able to make each decision and take every approach through the lens of a parent. That is incredibly unique.
For years now, the word cure has scared this community. Not so much our parents per se, but some of the doctors and scientists and others working in this space. What if parents' expectations are unrealistic? The truth is that the therapeutics that are in development right now have the ability to be absolutely transformative for our children. And if you just ask parents what it is that they expect or what it is that they want, you'll see that it's anything but unrealistic.
I want you to walk, to hop, to skip, and to jump.
I want you to dance.
I want you to ride a bike.
I hope for a life free of seizures, sickness, and hospital stays.
I want you to read me a story.
I want you to talk back to me.
I want you to tell me what hurts, to speak.
I want you to sing out loud and strong.
To live a life free of seizures.
I want you to be able to eat anything that you want. I can't wait for the day that you could eat cupcakes and macaroni. It sounds so silly, but it breaks my heart every time that I have to see you eat certain food just to make sure that you don't have a seizure. And I cannot wait for the day that you could eat anything that your little heart desires.
I want you to be able to make your own decisions.
I want you to be able to eat on your own and drink from a cup.
I want you to be independent.
I want you to have endless opportunities.
I want you to have it all.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. As a slap bracelet, may you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous. Sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. As a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change.